Hey, what's up, you guys? Professor Pecora in the house. It is March 23rd, 2022, and I just wanted to record this video of some of my bangers, and I'm going to get started all the way over here. We got Daredevil 131, CGC 9.8, White Pages, CVA Exceptional. That's crazy for a 9.8 because it basically looks like a 9.9. Look at this, bright colors, perfectly wrapped and centered, like all of my books are. You guys know that about me by now. I'm very, highly meticulous in particular about that. Cover wrap and centering is perfect. Just an awesome book. Origin and first appearance of the new Bullseye. Bam! All right. Yeah, let's go to on the other end. I want to jump to, let me see, ASM 16. Published in September of 1964, 9.6, White Pages. Second highest graded, only 7 are graded higher. This particular copy, if I remember right, I'm trying to remember the CGC census, I think it's like 1 of 15 in the world. That's it, with only 7 graded higher. First Daredevil crossover. Right? It's also his 4th appearance in the history of comics, still featured in his yellow and black suit with 1D on his chest. He started the double D in issue number 5, so only his 4th appearance in the history of comics. And then we have the first meeting of Daredevil and Spider-Man, which is pretty historic. And, when Spider-Man No Way Home, Charlie Cox was featured in a cameo in his film. So this book has been going up, skyrocketing in value, and will only continue to do so. They are rare in grade, especially high grade, and looking so perfect like this. I'm very honored and blessed to have this bad boy in my collection. All right, let's go to ASM 50, CGC 9.4, White Pages, published in July 1967. First appearance of the Kingpin Wilson Fisk. This book is immaculate. You can see how bright red this cherry red cover is. You know what I mean? Perfectly wrapped and centered. And I'm only the second owner of this one. This book hails from an original owner collection, and it looks better than any 9.6 I've seen. I already had it pre-screened for 9.6, but there's a very faint crease. You see that right there, that little line? That is a very faint crease that Matt Nelson of CGC said that that will prevent it from not getting the 9.6 upgrade. But I mean, it looks 9.8 from every view from here, presentation wise. I'm just honored to have this book. It truly is awesome. All right, and I want to get to this bad boy. So March 23rd, 2022, this is going to be the final video I record of ASM 129, CGC 9.8, White Pages, first appearance of the Punisher, Frank Castle, and the Jacko. This is a perfectly wrapped and centered specimen, right? You got the S right there perfectly on the page without getting cut off or rolled off along the spine. You continue to go up. You see the Spider-Man boot is totally visible, not wrapped around the spine. You don't see any of the white back appearing on the front cover. You see the Marvel Comics group strip, right? Totally flush against the top of the book with the Comics Code Authority stamp completely visible. Something you rarely see on Amazing Spider-Man 129. This copy is perfect. All right, and I have been blessed and honored to own 3 perfectly wrapped and centered Amazing Spider-Man 129s, 9.8 White Pages in my collecting career. And I decided to sell this bad boy so I could reinvest into early, more rare, high-grade early Daredevil keys like Daredevil 294 White Pages, Daredevil 794, which is only 1 of 11 with only 4 graded higher. So that was one of my main reasons why I chose to sell this ASM 129, okay? The new owner is going to be really blessed and happy with his new acquisition. I've had this particular copy you're looking at right now for about 2 years in my collection, and that's what you do. You enjoy it. The time is right. I made a killer return on investment, and able to reinvest those funds into other rare books that I am working on, for my world-class Daredevil collection. And that's kind of like my high priority right now, really starting with the Silver Age and going all the way into the Copper Age for a Daredevil 1 through 310 run. I know it's crazy, but I'm actually going for it. So here we go. Last but not least, Daredevil #1. CGC 9.2, Off-White to White pages, origin and first appearance of Daredevil, Matt Murdock, and the first appearances of Karen Page and Foggy Nelson. One hell of a Silver Age mega key, all right? This is a beautiful copy as well. You can see it's also perfectly wrapped and centered. Staples are perfectly inserted, all right? See that again, perfect staple placement. Spine is pretty tight, I must say. Cover is super bright. As you can see, the colors look wet, like it was just printed. And it's just a beautiful book. You know, I'm very honored to have this Daredevil 1 9.2. And it definitely is a true 9.2, as you can see. You know, I almost thought it had 9.4 potential with a little press because it has not been pressed or cleaned. It's just original in its, original form. But due to the little wear here, Matt Nelson said he doesn't think it would get the 9.4 upgrade, but it's all good. It's a solid 9.2, proud to own it. And then just look at these bad boys. Why do I love pairing these books up together? Well, they all have significant historical significance, right? You got the first appearance of Daredevil, right? Then you have his arch enemies, the Kingpin, and then Bullseye, right? Then you got Frank Castle, who has ties into the Daredevil Netflix TV series, right? And also met up with the Punisher, Daredevil in Daredevil #183, and has continuity within the Daredevil title, especially when Frank Miller took over the series, and he really incorporated the Punisher a lot. And then you got Amazing Spider-Man 16, right, which is his first crossover, and then he's in the Spider-Man title, which is also significant, as the two pair side by side to fight crime in New York City, and it's just and one of Daredevil's earliest appearances as well in his yellow and black suit. One of 7 appearances in his yellow and black suit, this being his 4th ever appearance in the history of comics. Now the color coordination, check this out, right? I don't know if you're noticing this, but they all pop really nicely. Why? Because they all are contrasted with the similar colors. Look, Daredevil #1, white, right? White background, red title, yellow and black suit. Yellow and black on the Punisher, right? Yellow background, black suit. See the white in the skull, and then the red and blue with Spider-Man. Same thing here. Then you got ASM 50, cherry red cover, right? You see the reds popping on both of these covers, even on the red right here with the white background that matches with the Daredevil #1. And of course, Daredevil 131, you see the deep reds and yellows with the blue colors, where you see the blue right here, right? It all coordinates super well. So when you pair these books up together, it's really, really special to look at, especially in high grade. It's just really amazing. Amazing Spider-Man. But yeah, man, this is, had to record this video. You know what I mean? These are some of my bangers, that I really cherish a lot. And yeah, I'm going to say goodbye to the 129 for now, but eventually we'll get placed by a perfectly wrapped and centered CGC 9.4, 9.6 white pager when I'm ready to replace it. It's okay, just to have it to kind of like coordinate with the ASM 59.4 white pages and the rest of my books. And I eventually want to upgrade the Daredevil 1 to a 9.4 as well. So at least the 9.4 white pages would do for me to have some Punisher representation, although my focus is Daredevil. You know what I mean? And really, I'm more concerned to having the Kingpin and Bullseye's first appearance, because they have more continuity in the Daredevil title than the Punisher does, right? He has some part of it, but not major players like the Kingpin or Bullseye. So I'm okay with letting the ASM 129 go, But all right, you guys, I'm gonna sign off for now. Notice this is 10 minutes long, but hope you enjoyed it. You know what I mean? Getting a nice little look, close-up look at these world-class books. You know what I'm saying? In the Professor Pecora collection. And I hope you guys are well. You know what I'm saying? Keep grinding, doing your thing, and God bless you guys, all right? Peace.